Hey, what's going on, guys? Mcskillet here with another CSGO video, and today I'm going to be doing part 2 of these skins that are rarest to get in the worst condition. I did part 1 a very long time ago, but a lot of you guys actually liked that video, and at the end of this video I will probably explain why all the skins are rare to get in these bad conditions, because I know some of you guys are kind of confused about this stuff, but there's been some recent skins added that are actually pretty rare to get in like the worst condition, and there's also some other kind of interesting skins that I forgot to put in the first video, so thought I would make a part 2 to it now. So without further delay, let's get right into the first skin. So you might think the rarest condition to get an M4A4 Howl in is factory new, but that's actually wrong. The rarest condition is the worst condition, which is well worn. There's only a couple of these stat track well worn ones, and I think that's actually kind of like a collector's skin at this point. And I think there's one guy that has like a little bit of a collection containing a bunch of these stat track well worn Howls, so that's kind of cool. These Howls look really beat up, and you pretty much never come across well-worn Howls, and even the non-stat track one's still pretty rare. So that is the first skin that is rarest to get in the worst condition. Now the latest case, the Chroma 3 case, has a bunch of skins that are rarest to get battle scarred. I'm not sure why they did this, and there's a bunch of blue skins that are also rarest to get battle scarred, but I'm not going to be going over all of them. I'm just going to be going over the main one, because this is actually a covert skin, so it's already pretty rare in the first place. So like stat track battle scarred, PP Bison, Anubises, those are going to be extremely rare, and I don't know if people really want to pay extra for them, because usually you can find better conditions for cheaper, so you really wouldn't expect much overpay just because it's kind of a rare condition. If it's the worst condition, usually you only get heavy overpay for that stuff when it's rare to get in the best condition. And the next skin is the Desert Eagle Hypnotic, which the current price on the Steam market is double the price for minimal wear. Now, does that necessarily mean that a minimal wear one is worth more? Basically, I don't really think people would actually pay more in keys for one of these. Sometimes people are stupid and buy these for more on the market. I have no idea why, if you could buy a better condition one for cheaper. And I mean, it's not that rare, it's just a good amount more uncommon than a factory new at this point. So don't really see the point in buying any of these skins in the worst condition. Maybe like the Howl, that's actually kind of a cool skin to get in the worst condition though. And next up, we have a skin that's also rare to get in minimal wear. There's a good amount of skins for CSGO that are a lot more rare in minimal wear than factory new. I covered a bunch of them in the first part. If you didn't see that video, make sure to check it out. But a lot of times people try to sell these skins for more in the Steam market just because there's so much of a lower supply of them, but they are in worse condition, so more scratched up. But next up, we've got the P90 Emerald Dragon, and this skin is the rarest to get in battle scarred. Obviously, makes a pretty big difference when it's stat track, and a stat track factory new P90 Emerald Dragon is one of the rarest skins in the game. But the stat track battle scarred one, there's actually less of them on CSGO.exchange. So apparently the battle scarred one is even rarer for the Emerald Dragon, which is a little bit surprising. But very little demand for these, obviously. Now next up, we got the stat track battle scarred M4A4 Bullet Rain, which is also, I think there's only like 2 of these on the market, and just any M4A4 battle scarred Bullet Rain is more rare than a factory new M4A4 Bullet Rain. And this skin looks extremely beat up when it's battle scarred. I do not know why anyone would try to pay extra for one of these. And they are still selling on the market. Some of these skins are not even on the market anymore just because of how rare they are to get in battle scarred. Not too many people even end up unboxing them, like this skin right here. I couldn't even inspect a stat track one. There wasn't a single stat track one of these on the Steam market, and it's the well-worn R8 Revolver Fade. And this is one of the most difficult items to sell in CSGO, especially a stat track one, because it's extremely rare. A stat track version of an R8 Revolver Fade well-worn is just one of the absolute rare skins you could possibly get. But it just has basically no demand on it at all, because I don't really know why someone would try to pay extra for an extremely beat up looking R8 unless they're just going completely for the rarity. And yeah, obviously this one is extremely beat up, and you can get a factory new one for cheaper usually, but it's probably going to be more difficult to find one of these just because of how little of them there are. So next up, we've got the Damascus steel knives. I'm going to be going over 2 different types of knives that are rare to get in the worst condition. There's obviously more, which I'll try to briefly state after I get to the next one. But the bayonet, the Damascus steel, or actually any of the Damascus steel knives, is the rarest to get in battle scarred. Stat track battle scarred Damascus steels are super uncommon and extremely hard to trade. not too many people want them, but they are very uncommon. Now another item that is the rarest to get in the worst condition are fade knives, so bayonet fade obviously. And this is also true for Dopplers, marble fades, tiger tooth knives. So there's a bunch of knives that have these have this setup where you pretty much always get them factory new, but there's a very little chance of getting them minimal wear. And I won't be going over all of them, but those were some examples right there. Fade's probably one of the most well-known or most commonly traded ones, I guess, because these are a lot more rare to get minimal wear, but they don't usually sell for more if they're minimal wear because people want a cleaner knife that is factory new. Alright, so a lot of you guys probably already know why these knives are rare and the items in the video are rare, so you can just click off right now. But for anyone that doesn't know why, basically there is wear value ranges or float value ranges, and those are displayed at the bottom of the screen right now. You can check any items float value ranges on csgostash.com. And for the bayonet fade, there's a very little point where it can be minimal wear, and it's almost always factory new. Like there is 0.00 to 0.07 where it can be factory new, and only 0.01 basically where it can be minimal wear. So a super low chance of that being minimal wear. And it's kind of the same setup with the battle scarred knives, so just a little bit of float range where it can be battle scarred, but on this one there's only a little bit where it can be minimal wear and a lot where it can normally be factory new, so that's why it becomes so rare. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm Mcskillet, and I'm out.